homeowner, I want to show you how your air conditioning works. Right now I'm here in my training room and I'm going to draw a sketch of your home, and I'm going to literally give you the 5 reasons why you definitely need to get your air conditioning checked and frequently monitor its efficiency. So check this out. So this is your home, and say for example you have a 4 or 5 bedroom home and kids, mom, dad, so forth, so on. This is your attic. This is where all your duct system is. These are some outlets here, and your ductwork is running, and it's literally distributing air to your entire home. Say, for example, your air handler unit, which is your indoor unit, is located in this room. Everything goes down here. The system is feeding air into the duct system, and pretty much this indoor piece right here, all it is a glorified fan distributing air across this coil to make everything nice and cold. But how is it made cold? There is a nice handy dandy box outside. It's called your condenser. It has a compressor and it has a fan. This compressor, what it does, it circulates or pushes refrigerant gas to your air handler, and once that air handler has received that gas through the coil, it has another line that sends back the spent refrigerant. Now, this is an entire cycle. This right here shows us the general importance. So you have your outdoor unit, your indoor unit, and last but not least, you have your thermostat. Your thermostat is connected to your unit and to your outdoor unit via low voltage wiring. Obviously, we have high voltage wiring that connects your units, both units, that allows them to have power. The fact of the matter is, your unit turns on every time the temperature in your home rises above what it is set to on the thermostat. So if it's set to 75 and for whatever the reason the temperature raises to or is warmer, then the system will turn on. It triggers the indoor unit, it triggers the outdoor unit, and at that point you'll feel that cool air running. So we have here your outdoor unit, your indoor unit, your thermostat, your indoor unit and your thermostat, your duct system, and the refrigeration line and the electrical line that pretty much cause that transaction to happen. What if, for whatever the reason, your condenser motor stops running, or for whatever the reason, your blower motor stops spinning, or your compressor stops working, or your duct system has restrictions, or for whatever the reason, it's not distributing the air? Or just think about it, what if your thermostat doesn't work? These are the key areas of air conditioning that we check when we come out to your home to do a full 21-point precision tune-up. What will we touch? A couple of things. We'll check, number one, the outdoor mechanics. So your system has a condenser coil, and your system inside also has an evaporator coil. Coils are literally, they look like radiators. Their job is to allow the throughput of air through the grooves, while within the infrastructure or within the actual piece or part, it has refrigerant flowing through it. Refrigeration is the key magic that makes your air conditioning work the way it does. And if there is any restriction between the coil inside or outside, that slows down or it just completely destroys the process of cooling or heating your home. When we come out to your home, we virtually take everything apart to the degree where we have an exposed coil, and we are cleaning and rinsing and vacuuming out the outdoor unit to ensure that there's not a buildup of dust or debris, grass, leaves, even pests and animals and lizards and snakes. All that stuff could inhibit your system from working. I've seen as far as ants filling up a contactor, which is an electric piece inside your air conditioner, that stopped the system from running. We're going to check refrigerant pressure. Remember we talked about that juice that's in the system that flows from outside to inside? Well, we got to make sure you have the right amount of refrigerant. So not only are we going to check airflow across coils, we're going to check the refrigerant flow. Did you know that more than 80% of all units that were installed in the United States, according to a North Carolina study not too long ago, concluded that the number one reason that more units were installed incorrectly was because of the improper refrigerant or airflow. Those are the two key points that make your system work well. We need equal air for equal refrigerant flow. So we're checking all of that. We're also assessing your duct system. If everything works well, but for whatever the reason, your duct system is broken or your duct system has limited ability, maybe it's squeezed, maybe it's kinked, maybe it's just destroyed, maybe a raccoon went up there and you're cooling the attic. Whatever that situation is, we, the contractor, have to come up and take a look at it. If it is accessible, because there are homes that don't have really good access to ductwork, and it is what it is with those cases, but most often you're going to have a situation where cooling capacity goes down in the home because you're wasting about 30 to 40% of your air in the attic or whatever that number is. There are statistics that show that on average, the average homeowner probably loses between 20 to 30% of the air in the attic. And again, we're calibrating thermostats. We're making sure that everywhere in the home, as much as possible, measures a relative temperature compared to what's at the thermostat. And those are the calculations that we will do. We're also checking the electrical. What if we're not getting sufficient electric, high voltage or low voltage or communication voltage to each piece and part? That impacts the flow of how your machine works. So understand that when we talk about a 21-point precision tune-up, these are among just a couple of the things that we look at, but understand when we come out and we do that, you're going to be in a much better position and you're going to be much safer because we're taking steps to prevent failure, to prevent loss, and to prevent just the inconvenience of your system breaking down on a weekend. Usually it's a holiday when friends and family are over and you're trying to relax. And so that's why we encourage maintenances. Hey, this is Adrian with Launchpad Services, where our services are out of this world. And my job today is to make sure that you are a better citizen in your home by educating you according to the laws of air conditioning and comfort. We will definitely do more of these videos. And I know this makes zero sense, but rewatch it. You'll identify a couple of the things, but over and over we'll reinforce the importance of air quality, airflow, refrigerant flow, electricity, mechanics, and all that good stuff in future videos. So keep watching, stay tuned, make sure if you have not yet called us for your $49 tune, if you're living anywhere in between the Palm Bay and Port St. Lucie and Orlando area, give us a call. We are offering a $49 tune-up. We'll come out, we'll do a full 21-point precision tune-up. We're going to check every single element on that system to ensure its proper operation. That's our job, and your job is to go to work, go to home, cook, eat, take care of your family. We'll take care of your AC. Hey, God bless. We'll talk soon. Give us a call if you need us at 321-375-5582. You will be glad you did.